Hey there YouTube, welcome back. If you watched the live stream the other day, this is like 2 seconds after what you've just seen. This is the second part of the World of Warcraft Dragon Riding Northrend Cup. These parts should both be out before this event finishes, so if you want to do that and get some transmog, we're going to see the rewards today. I'm probably going to pick them all up. So if you want to do it, be quick. There might only be a couple of days left. In fact, let me look at the calendar in-game. How many days are left now? Oh, there's still a week left. These will be up before it ends, surely, if I'm not lazy. But yeah, we're going to be continuing on. We're halfway through. We've done half of the races. We're going to do the other rest of them. So if you enjoy it, leave a like. Give the channel a subscribe. I appreciate it very much, and it helps out an incredible amount. And I guess I'll see you in the game. Hope you enjoy. Ciao for now. Anyway, back to the game. We're here. We're in Ulduar, doing the Maker's Marathon. I'm going to continue with the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more circuits to do.
I never gave up hope.
Start with the basic course. Hopefully it should be pretty easy. Got to fly down straight away. That's interesting. Noom. So yeah, I think with the currency that I've still got on my Death Knight from the previous riding cups that we've had, I think I should be able to buy everything. So I'm probably going to have about 110 on this character by the time that we finish. Maybe. So I think we've got a hand in a quest as well, so that might give me a few. Oh, in fact, no, that should give me a lot, actually. Doesn't it give, like, 80? Maybe we'll be closer to 200 on this character and then 83 on my Death Knight. So yeah, I don't have any worries. We should have everything. Oh, I've got something on my face that is making me itch. That's not what I want when you need to control the dragon with your mouse. Oh, that's the point. My mouse was, like, really low on battery. I'm sure that'll come into play at some point today.
Aspect's grace shine down on you.
It's blinking red at me.
May the waters protect you.
I don't know if it's just me. I don't think I had this problem with normal batteries. But wireless mice, or like whatever you connect the wireless mouse to, they seem to have a really hard time like actually telling what battery percentage is left. I don't think I had that problem when I put a normal battery in there. I think it was very, very accurate when it had that in. But for some reason with the rechargeable one, it seems to be struggling really hard. Because I'll put a fresh one in and it'll say it's on like 20%. But it'll stay on 20% for like the better part of the month. I don't know how it sort of judges how much power is in there. But yeah, the actual mouse itself is blinking red at me, so it might actually be low. I'll check Windows, actually. I'll see what Windows says it's got left. It's never right. Like the Razer app always said it was low battery anyway, so I had to turn off like all the notifications for it because it was driving me mad. Oh, actually, I don't have the Razor stuff installed now. Whoops. I did a fresh install of Windows and just forgot to put it back on. Devices. Does it say anything about the mouse? No. Because I'm connected through the dongle and not Bluetooth, that's probably why. Yeah, I've got no idea how much percent.
The Isles have
Well, if you see me fly into a wall for like 10 seconds, then we'll probably know why. It's a slow start. Got a very scratchy throat. There's a rare spawn around here called the Time-Lost Proto-Drake, which since 2008 has been a very coveted mount. And they have changed it to make it slightly easier to get over the years. But originally, how it worked was there are 5 points in this area where it can spawn. But it shares a spawn with a different dragon called Viragosa. Now, the respawn time, it couldn't... How do I explain this? If nobody's in a certain area for 15 minutes or more, then that area, like, shuts down. The world server for it just shuts down, and then it creates a new one when that person goes into it again. But chances are, in a place like this, kind of, but not always, there is someone always in here. But that also doesn't mean that there are like different shards, so someone flying in there could create another instance of the world. Because there are multiple, and there's like different layers of the same world to sort of ease congestion for players. So, if the world server is fresh, like this guy here, you can see in the bottom right there, it says Bronze Timekeeper. He's been alive for 2 days and 11 hours. So that's... because this is an NPC that nobody can, like, kill. And it doesn't, like, respawn. So this world layer, this layer has been up for 2 days and 11 hours. If it was a fresh one, it'd be, like, alive for, like, 3 minutes or whatever. So, 48 hours has to, or had to, I don't know if they've changed it. 48 hours had to pass for the world server. It needed to be up for that long to then initiate the spawning for Viragosa or the Time-Lost Proto-Drake. So it had to be 2 days. And then it would spawn between 8 and 24 hours, I believe, or 8 and 12 hours. So you would just be constantly in this zone for hours at a time, just waiting for this Drake to turn up. I've done them all. Wow, that was good. And one of the spawn points is over here. They span all around this area, and it's a pretty big area. So you'd be sat around doing nothing, flying around waiting for it to spawn. And it had such a long spawn time, and if you killed it, only one person got the mount as well. But that's just like the timing of it anyway. It gets worse though, because I think they've halved it now. I don't know if it was... I'm trying to figure this out in my head without sounding like an absolute idiot. The chance of Viragosa spawning instead of the Time Lost Protodrake was like either 15 out of 16 or 31 out of 32. I can't remember exactly. So if it is, let's say it is 16, right? So you had a 15 or 16 chance of it being Viragosa spawning every 8 hours, 8 to 24 hours, 8 to 12 hours. 15 out of the 16 times it would be Viragosa. And once out of the 16 times, it could potentially be the Time Lost Protodrake. So you were spending a hell of a lot of time here. And if the world server went down or you went on a fresh layer, you had to wait a minimum of 2 days again. Or if it got killed, I think it reset it to 2 days, potentially. I can't remember. I might be muddling some of those facts up a little bit. But yeah, it was incredibly difficult to farm. So I did what any sane person would do, and did I give my secrets away? Because I'm probably going to do this in the future, and people know already. It's not really that much of a secret anymore. People just don't do it, though, because it is a waste of money and time. What I did to get a lot of these rare mounts is, well, thankfully COVID was a thing. And has the statute of limitations dropped on that? Has it been long? I was either working from home or not working at all. So I foolishly bought a second WoW account and leveled up a Death Knight. It doesn't really matter what class. I just leveled up another character on a completely empty German role-playing realm, which had like the lowest population of all. So the fun thing is, if you do that, you can invite another character and they'll get transferred to that layer. So I would just fly around this empty server on my German role-playing character to actually track down these rare mounts, because the population was that low. It's you didn't have that much competition for the mount, because people were hunting it in droves. But also the population was sort of just high enough where the world server didn't reset because no one was in it. Or I just got very lucky with that not happening anyway, because they were... Northrend is like a shared thing anyway. When an expansion first comes out, only your realm can be on the same world shard together. But when it becomes like a legacy expansion, they sort of merge it so that all servers go onto the same shards. But role-playing and German were exclusive to that. So I think only German role-playing realms connected with other German role-playing realms. And we still had PvP realms at that point, I think. Actually, no, we didn't. I lie. But people flagged for player versus player, or war mode, where you can like kill each other in the open world. they were on a different set of shards as well. And still are. Yeah, basically, I went on a very, very low population server. Hunted it down, because I was at home. It was a second account, I had a second monitor, just had it on that screen. Just idling away while I was doing whatever I was doing. And as soon as I saw it, invite my main character over. Get the kill. Take them out. Easy win. I did that for... There are a few mounts that are fairly similar in the way they work. There was Time Lost Proto Drake, the Stone Drake in Deepholm. Whatever it was called. Forgot the name of the mob. And I'm trying to think, there were a couple of others. I remember the Frightened Kodo. That kind of worked a little bit differently. You sort of needed a fresh world server for that one to guarantee you getting it. So you needed... It was in a place that was fairly busy at the time, and you needed to be on a low population server so that no one went there. So if you zoned in, it created a new world server, and the Frightened Kodo is like always there at the start of a new world server. I've done that one as well. Moving on, Gundrak. But the problem with the Frightened Kodo is that it is guaranteed to be there, but you have to hunt it really quick, because once that world loads, because it's a Frightened Kodo, it's sort of running away throughout the area. It had a couple of different spawn points, and it is just running away. And after it's been running away for like 2 minutes or something, it disappears. Like, just deletes itself from the game. So you have to be very quick with that one.
I never gave up hope.
Oh, it was a good time. COVID was a really good time to do that kind of stuff. I'm very glad that I knuckled down and actually hunted a lot of them. There is another one that works very sort of similarly, but I don't have that one still, and I'm not that bothered about going for it, because same as the dragon, it's got like an 8 to 12 hour respawn timer, but it doesn't share it with a different dragon, which is nice. But when you kill it, you're not actually guaranteed to get the mount. So you go through all that sitting around waiting for it, and then it's like a 1 in 100 chance of you actually getting the mount off of the enemy. And that's soundless. It's like a manta ray in Ashara. And it doesn't look that good, so I'm just not that interested in going for it. If I get it one day, brilliant. If I don't, I'm not going to cry about it. I was going to hit the floor then. Did so much rambling about the game. What happened? I just sort of got locked in and got carried away mumbling over myself. How many more races have we got to do after this? I think we're getting pretty close now, right? Blah. These are some easy golds, man. I feel like Borean Tundra was the hardest of the lot.
The Isles have awakened.
Let's do the reverse course. We've got We've got 3 more circuits to do, so we've got like 9 more races. After this one. I'm just so happy that they've enabled dragon riding everywhere. It's such a cool feature. It's faster than what normal flying used to be. It's more interactive. And I'm glad they're keeping the old flying as well, and they're making it a little bit quicker to sort of compete, because sometimes you just want to pick a direction and fly straight while you can AFK, go to the toilet, get a drink or whatever, and you'll like have completed 60% of your journey because you got stuck in a mountain. But that's fine. People need that, I think, still. Whereas dragon riding, if you have no input on this, you just fall to the ground and you can't get anywhere. Flight paths also exist. You pay money to get sort of taxied to a different area. Oh, we've done them all. Which is also good, but then you have to fly around finding a flight master and stuff like that. But yeah, I love the interactivity of dynamic flight. And it is so much quicker, but at the cost that you have to press buttons and use your surges to speed up and stuff. I hope... I don't know if this is in the works, but I really hope they do it for ground mounts as well. Because I really feel like outside of... There are certain areas and dungeons where you can't fly. You can't dynamic fly, you can't regular fly. So you like have to use a ground mount. Which is fine. But I really wish ground mounts had something in place where you could use buttons to sort of make it a bit more interactive and a bit quicker. I never played enough of Guild Wars 2 to see how it worked, but Guild Wars 2 does have a lot of that kind of stuff. But that kind of works like each type of mount has a different ability that you can use. And some have advantages and some have disadvantages in certain situations, which I think is kind of better in a way, but I can see how it would be frustrating. So I think it is... I don't know if there's like a raptor mount that you can get in Guild Wars 2, but that has like a big leap forward. And there's like other ground mounts that have like a big rollerball on the front that are used like a basically they sort of like drift and work like a pod racer kind of.
I have lived to see them return.
And I think some I don't know, it's just like the idea of some mounts being able to break through a barrier if you press a button or something. It gives you like a little burst of speed or a big jump so you can get over an obstacle as well. I think something like that for the ground mounts would be very, very useful. Like, I'd love it. This is never going to happen in a million years, but if you're riding a turtle mount, they've got this ability in certain dungeons and raids where they can, like, shell spin. They go into their shell and they just spin, and it does damage to you. If you could use a shell spin to, like, break a barricade, or if you used it to, like drift around a corner. Like Bowser, basically. Oh, I missed it. God damn it. I knew I was going to use the wrong thing there. Yeah, if you're on a turtle and you could just like spin drift around a corner using shell spin, that would be so fun. I don't know if this game's got the physics engine for it. I was very surprised at how dragon riding worked though. Or like the most obvious one is like a rhino or something. Give that a big old charge forward. I feel like horses would be the easiest one to do because you could just have like the gallop feature from I mean that's kind of how dynamic flying works now, isn't it? It could have the sort of gallop feature from like Zelda, you know, with the carrots. Oh, I only got silver. Whoops.
With the aspects.
Ooh, that didn't boost how I wanted it to boost. Oh, of course I missed it. I knew I was going to do that. That hurts. Ooh. Oh, you don't have to go under the bridge. You can just sort of clip it going over. That's fun. I didn't think I was going to get that. I'm glad that I did. Ooh. Can't see a thing. Here we go. Finally got gold there. Quite easily, actually. Not feeling very quick here. Oh, there we go, picking up speed a bit now. Yeah, I just felt a bit sluggish there, getting off the starting grid. Okay, that could have been bad. I thought we were going to crash right into the top of that. Back under here, back round, up, down, through. Is that gold? That's a gold. I'm not that bothered about competing on the times. I don't need to know there's someone who did it like 5 seconds quicker than me. As long as I get gold, that's good enough for me. So I've only got a couple of areas now. That one was called Black River Burble. That's in the Grizzly Hills. A lot of people's favourite area ever in WoW. Which I do kind of get. I like Utgard as well. It's fine. I like it a bit less than Borean Tundra. But it was still pretty cool. This race is called Dagger Cap Dart. So we're going to be flying through Dagger Cap Bay, basically. Which I think is this bit here. It comes up as Niflvar because of the Rykul town.
The Isles have awakened.
I'm pretty sure this is Dagger Cap Bay. It is such a nice area. This is like another boat where the Alliance army come into Northrend. And it does a circle through that little cavern down there. Big fan of that. You never actually really experience it. If you're a player with sense, you just jump off the boat when it's near the port and you swim the rest of the way. Because to actually stay on and go through that cavern there, it like adds another minute or 2 minutes to your journey. Take that tornado boost. I want to save up on my charges. I think we're okay. Ooh, through the burning boat. I'm glad they've used that. It's such an underrated feature of this area. You don't really get to see it. Ooh, we're flying way up. That's interesting.
Aspect's grace shine down.
Where's the other race? Scalawag Slither. Oh, that's where all the pirates hang out. I can't picture a course in my head over that way, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I think it'll end up being one of those ones that try and make you fly into a lot of trees, though. As far as I'm aware, it's just on like a little iceberg type thing. Whee! Another gold.
We serve once more.
Right, now the reverse course. Then we've got 3 more races to do, and we are done. Oh, this is going to be a hefty climb. Glad I saved a couple of charges there. That might have been a bit of a struggle. Almost hit a tree there, actually. That's another gold. Oh right, it starts there. Yeah, Scalawag Point is just like a little islandy thing. An archipelago, I guess. Maybe. Not really. I guess we could like swerve in and out of these actual like iceberg parts. But it is sort of, it's relatively flat. Maybe we'll go through a boat with it being pirate themed. I'm curious. This might end up being the hardest track of all. We'll see. Oh, I think we're going through this boat, aren't we? I thought that boat moved. Oh, yep, it's one of these courses. Okay, we're flying through all the awkward things. Cool. It's taking us on a course where fatigue kicks in. That's going to be fun. If you don't like that alarm noise, then I can only apologize. It's part of an add-on called GTFO, I think, which usually just tells you to get out of, like, fire and stuff like that. That causes you damage, but it also does it for fatigue. Because if you are, with the normal flying, it's very static. If you are sort of AFK flying, you're tabbed out. If you start hearing that noise, you know you've gone way too far out of bounds. Okay, we got a gold. Northrend gold. We're getting a lot of achievement points. These racing cups are just a very easy way to get achievement points. Oh, we hit 30k, by the way. I think we've done pretty good. I think... I don't know, it's like 43k the max at the minute for achievement points. Problem is, a lot of the achievement points are tied to pet battles and PvP and things that I generally don't want to do. So, yeah, we probably won't. There are a few people now that have, like, every achievement in the game, and I don't know how they can hurt their brain enough to stick with that and do that.
We serve once more.
But God bless them. Pro gamers. Especially a lot of the PvP achievements. I don't know how people do that without making groups. If you're like a famous streamer, you can make a group and people would be okay with it, but completing some of the PvP achievements, you have to like almost actively hinder your team in player versus player to get certain achievements. Just the meta of the PvP game, depending what battleground you're in and what achievement you're going for. Like, I think Isle of Conquest, you have to capture 2 specific places in the same battleground, and the alliance meta for that is just you don't even go over that way. You capture 2 completely different bases. Oh, come on. We got one more race to do. Let's go. Did I just hit that zip line? That boat does move, by the way. I'm glad they've designed the course around the boat being there. That's kind of interesting, so if it's not there, it makes it a bit easier. Rather than the other way around of they just didn't take it into account, and then if the boat's there, then you just hit it every time or something stupid. Oh, it's there. Maybe that wasn't the same boat. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Okay, so the achievement gets you the tabard. That's pretty sick. That's the old one, the Outland one. There is a Kalimdor one. I'm pretty sure that I don't have. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like there was one. So, now we can go back and hand the quest in, I guess. Take the boat from Kamagawa to Moaki Harbor. Oh, it wants me to... There is a boat that sort of travels around the world. It's wanting me to take that to get back. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just teleport back, shall we? Be infinitely easier. Eeh. So we'll hand in the quest over here. Frame rate's dripping. Dropping a bit. Yeah, we get 80, so 188 for the whole, if you do it fresh. So let's add up. We should be able to afford this first page quite easily, I'd imagine. We'll show off everything. So I can buy... Oh, I might have to do a couple more races, actually. Maybe I don't have enough. I can buy 2 from here. I can only buy 3 on my other character. Huh. Let's buy the 2 that I want the most. They aren't actually that impressive. The Netherwing Drake one is probably the best. Volatile pattern. and pointed nose. Sure, let's take those two.
Go forth to victory.
Equip. Equip. Learn. 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 I have an add-on that plays music when I learn new appearances. Sure. So, yeah, I need 100. I've got 83 on my Death Knight. So I need to do a couple of races on him as well to actually get all the customizations, but I'm going to do those off stream. So what's the markings? Volatile. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I think Outcast and the default are probably still the best. Volatile's kind of fun, but the rest of the Drake is just sort of not covered at all. I don't know, I suppose it depends on what you want. The joy of customization. And I'm not going to transmog into it because I don't really want it on my Demon Hunter. That's what the set looks like. We could give it a sort of better looking weapons. I think this so far is the best coloration of the glider suit that we've got. I really like the browns and the greys and the blue, the snowy attire. I'm a big sucker for like snowy stuff in general. Oh, and that's with the tabard as well. That's how it looks in total. I think that's pretty nice. I think that's very, very nice. If you want that casual sort of transmog anyway. That's pretty good. Oh, I can't believe we did that. That took us, what, almost 2 hours, actually. 2 hours on the dot, almost. Oof. That's fine. That's what I expected. I am going to close this now. YouTube, guys, gals, everything in between and beyond. Thank you for watching. That's the end of part 2 of the dragon riding thing. I did all that in one sitting. That was quite the achievement. But, yeah, I'm splitting it up just for ease of viewing. If you want to watch it, I'm glad you have. If you liked the video, give it a like. Give the channel a sub. I appreciate it very much. And leave a comment down below. Let me know your favorite dragon riding customization, whether it's one of the full transforms, whether it's a certain skin for one of the base drakes. Let me know. I'm curious to find out. I think the Farak ahead of the curve one is my current favorite, just because I've got that more recently. But also the Infinite Highland Drake I think looks pretty sick as well. Or the Infinite Proto Drake as well is pretty good. But yeah, let me know. That's where the video is going to end for today. I'm going to keep streaming for a little bit and we'll see what happens. But YouTube, I appreciate you all very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.